59 years of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. Wilson, 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Short throw to Dissly. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, Wilson. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle around twice for the encore. You know.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Michael Pittman.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the...
Well, Charles, I don't think there's any question that this is the biggest moment for any one of these players in their professional career. Nothing else compares to the Super Bowl.
And there's no question about it. You're right. Nothing else compares to the Super Bowl. But I will say it's possible that we might see a bit of a letdown for such an emotionally charged win in the conference championship. Getting to the big game with a win over your most bitter rival is a Super Bowl caliber win for that team. Now they've got to regroup, retool, and refocus.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. CD, you mentioned the possibility of this being somewhat of a letdown game, and yet Yeah, strange that would happen in the Super Bowl, but here's the bottom line. It's going to be up to the signal caller here to set the tone. And remember, they just defeated their bitter rival in the conference championship game, and this signal caller was very much at the center of that public rivalry over the last 2+ years.
You're absolutely right, and let's face it, if he's locked in, then nobody else in the locker room has any.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Patriots have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Draw play. This is Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Bradley. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10. At their own.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Joe Mixon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, Mixon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
At the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi there to make the grab. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Seahawks 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. He's got Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. It's caught. Lockett. 7 yards to pick up there.
Complete to Tyler Lockett.
2nd down and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. As the Patriots.
Wilson will throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Fuller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only have the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
A nice little juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And now it's second down.
2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. A first down there on a pickup at 25.
At the 28-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon, and he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side, you know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions, so a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
He's running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. He comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
It's a gain of 9.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Again, it's Mixon. Fights for that. He keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
3 yards.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
From the gun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
29-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Short throw to Disley.
Wilson's pass.
He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Is good. Makes the score Patriots 36.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary 1st step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Pettis on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. This game has been a lesson, a clinic in how to throw the football. I mean, even with a big lead, they're not turning off the engine. They're not getting off the gas at all. They plan to keep going at them, and it's working for them.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Another try for Mixon. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Joe Mixon with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And that rushing touchdown as Ford puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 9-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 15. 36 seconds remaining. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Buying time to his Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.
Seahawks 28.
For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment,